Hey. Hey guys and girls. Welcome back to some East Memories of Celceta. We're continuing our search through this shrine area. There's these ruins. We're gonna find out what's on the other end. Well, we're out, but where are we? It appears to be a graveyard, and a well-kept one at that. Not quite what I was expecting. So, we're in the primeval lands, right? Look over there. Is that Komodo's great tree? Give me a second here, guys. I actually think we've probably seen this part. If I'm not mistaken. I just kind of had to play it over because this is where my save was at. Give me a second just to double check to make sure. It's been actually quite a while since I've touched this game. That's why it kind of confused me. I think I ended it off right when we seen Adol's grave. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I did. So, we're going to skip this for now. Right. So this is the big reveal where we left off when we made it to the other side. Something wrong with that grave? It says that Adol Christian died, which is weird. I don't remember dying. So this is about where I ended it, I believe. So, officially, welcome back. Isn't that the same kind of bird we saw in Celery? I don't think it's a bird. It looks like one, but it's not flapping its wings. Well, if it's not a bird, then what is it? It came from deeper into the primeval lands. But beyond that, I have no idea. Are you okay, Adol?
One day, I intend for mankind to take to the skies. Just like this, on wings of their own creation.
Hold on.
What is it this time? Adol explained that he heard a voice in his head and described what it said to him. What? That doesn't make any sense. You weren't kidding, Ozma. I've got nothing but questions swimming around in my head right about now. I know, isn't it exciting? For you, I'm sure. If it weren't, I'd think you were some kind of imposter. We won't find any of the answers we need by standing around here. I agree. We should continue up the hill and try to find the people who tend this graveyard. Alright, so let's go and search around the primeval lands. We'll find potentially a person, plateau path, who maybe knew Adol before he apparently died. Before I apparently died. I also want to thank you guys for the support on this series. It really means a lot. I want to get this done before Lacrima comes out, so I'm hoping I can finish it with enough time to spare. Lacrima, though, is far off still, but still, I'd like to get it finished. Is that amazing? A town this deep in the Great Forest? Not just that, but look at it. It looks like a way more technologically advanced place than even Kaznin. What is that structure over there? The one surrounded by thunderclouds. Seems like some kind of tower.
Could that be?
Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that's the one you marked on your notebook. I didn't expect we'd find it this quickly.
It looks almost magical, like something out of a fairy tale or an old legend. I'm sure Remnos would be overjoyed if he could see it.
I'm sure he would.
I'll have to bring him here sometime.
I'd say it's high time we go in for a closer look, shall we?
High time indeed.
Replacement Dogi. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, let's go. I'm actually curious because I've never, like, even way back when I first got the game, I've never been to this area. I've never done this part. This is all blind, starting from when we exited that ruin. Everything is blind now. I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea what I'm doing. This will be totally fresh territory. We'll see. Because since starting this playthrough over, I've just been kind of trekking along. But this will kind of see if I kind of get grabbed again into the game. I'm hoping, because I have a bad time with that. It's hard for me to jump back into a game that I've played a lot of times. But I really want to finish this. So we're gonna see if it works out that way. Oh, yeah, that dude just flew over the bridge a little bit. Got you. Just unload, unload. Ow, ow, ow. Oh my gosh, that hurt badly. Alright, let's go. Find out where we're at. Incredible. This place is even more unbelievable up close. I wonder what kind of people live here.
Hey, what are those twirly things over there?
They're called windmills. The wind spins them around to generate energy.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed. You knew the answer, Duran. Very nice.
Hey, they don't call me an information dealer for nothing. Anyway, based on our experiences so far, it seems safe to assume that Addo's caused some kind of trouble here. Yeah. Chased around. Over. So let's just get this over with. Hey, gate guy. You're... and here we go. Own up, Addo. What did you do this time?
It's a ghost!
Huh? What's going on?
It's Addo. He's come here to haunt us. Eek! This isn't your world any longer. Go back to sleep. Leave us be.
I see. So it was the people of this town who dug that grave, Addo. They appear to be under the impression that you are in fact deceased. Hey, it's a girl. Of course it's a girl with Addo.
Addo? Is that you?
Who are you?
Oh, I see. You've lost your memories. Well then, let me introduce myself again. I'm Kalilika.
Kalilika.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
How'd you know I lost my memories?
Oh,
That's beside the point. You really are quite the troublemaker, you know. First you wander off outside the town without permission and disappear without a trace, and then you show up here again with no memories. The nerve of some people. I like that you're an interesting person, but there are limits, you know. After a while, it just gets old. You're almost a full-grown adult, so you really need to start acting like one. Okay?
Almost. I would say he's pretty adult-like, right? Or is that just me? Honestly, never mind. Adol is more childish than anyone else. Like, ever. Wow, Adol, this kid doesn't mince words, does she?
Ahem. Now I think that about covers the scoldings. So if you would please come with me, I'll show you to my home.
That doesn't explain why they would make a grave for me just because I disappeared. Why would they assume I was dead? I don't know. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aaron. I'm the mayor of this town and Kalilika's grandfather. I must say it's amazing to see you alive again, Adol. I had assumed I never would. I saw the grave. Before you returned, we were under the impression that you had died. It must have been quite a shock to see it, but think how we must feel to see you standing before us now. May I ask why you believed Adol to be dead? We found Adol's belongings near a waterfall in this area, but Adol himself was nowhere to be seen. We searched for days, but could find no trace of him. We had little choice but to believe he had accidentally fallen in and drowned. Really? Heh, something tells me drowning's not too likely to be the way this one goes out. I can't even imagine how confusing this must all be for you. But in order to explain things adequately, I would be forced to detail a number of private matters regarding these lands, and I honestly cannot say how much I am at liberty to discuss right now. Kalilika?
Yes, grandfather?
When Lisa returns from the rite of summoning, would you please ask her to come by?
Is she returning today?
Indeed, although it may be past nightfall by then. Either way, I will need to consult with Lord Eldeal on this matter.
Yay!
Until I've done so, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to remain here in our guest quarters. Can we look around outside? I don't think that would be wise, particularly after what happened last time we were here. And your arrival has caused quite a commotion in town. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I think it would be best if you stayed indoors for the night. Well, do what we can. We'll do what we can to make your stay a pleasant one. Kalilika, would you please show our guests to their quarters?
Of course.
What did I do? I mean, I am a ghost, technically, but still. Well, since arriving here, we've learned not much. I'm inclined to disagree. If this is where Adol's tracks end, there's a high probability that this is where he lost his memories. It may not seem like much to go on, but it is a solid lead nonetheless.
Did anyone else find Kalilika, the mayor's reactions to Adol's memory loss kind of weird? I mean, they didn't seem surprised at all.
There's definitely something strange about this town. The technology here is pretty advanced, too. They've even got windmills and streetlights.
What's a streetlight?
Oh, right. There's little devices on sticks, basically. That light up they light up when it's nighttime. In big towns, you can have a bunch of them along the side of a road. Then when night falls, turn them on and it's bright as day.
Wow, that's incredible.
But you sure don't hear of too many towns that use them. Heck, you'd be hard-pressed to find one even in Rom. Honestly, this town might just be more advanced than any place I've seen or heard about in the whole empire. Makes you wonder what's a town like this doing in the middle of the Great Forest. You managed to remember anything yet, Adol?
I think I remember El Deal?
Oh, that's the guy the mayor mentioned. Whoever he is, he sounds pretty important, the way those two were talking about him.
All we know about him is his name, however. Beyond that, we can only speculate. I think it would be best for us to rest now and trust that our questions will be answered come morning.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
So El Deal must be that voice that I heard.
Is it time for dinner?
Oh, Adol's up.
Frida, give me a break. After much tossing and turning, Adol finally gave up on trying to get to sleep. There was simply too much going through his head.
Okay, I can't leave. This is Aaron's room. This is Kalilika's room.
The window isn't locked. It might be possible to slip out from here. Will you go outside?
Yeah.
I'm bad to the bone. I'm not staying in.
Hey. Blonde-haired girl.
A winged statue stands beyond the entrance. It looks similar to the statues in Kaznan Mine and the underground ruins.
One day, I intend for mankind to take to the skies. Just like this, on wings of their own creation.
That's a very manly voice for this girl, though.
Now then, Adol, please wait here for now. I'll call for you when Lord El Deal is ready to grant you an audience. Feel free to make yourself comfortable in the meantime, if you'll excuse me.
Isn't this the area where he tells his stories, where the globe was?
For goodness sake, I just finished cleaning hard to believe anyone can be this disorganized.
Strange fear that rotates. Various antiques.
Adol, please wait here until the preparations are complete. You may make yourself comfortable in the meantime.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry to have kept you waiting. Lord El Deal is expecting you on the balcony. Please come this way.
Lord El Deal. You must be Adol Christian.
I am.
I imagine you were quite shocked to be brought here so suddenly.
Look at his wings.
One day, I intend for mankind to take to the skies, just like this, on wings of their own creation. However, now is not yet that time. The doors must be opened in the proper order.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eldiel. I suppose you could say I'm the one who brings harmony to this world.
Lisa.
I'm sorry for the mess.
I'll tidy the room again later. If you wish to talk to Adol here, I'll take my
I
leave.
am sorry.
Thank you.
Now,
Adol, all of these books and blueprints you see before you, they all depict things that I plan to have someone invent one day. Plans to have someone invent? Indeed, one day someone will invent each of the inventions you see before you. Construction, art, medicine, weaponry. All kinds of knowledge from every field of study are gathered here for the express purpose of gifting to mankind one day. And by bestowing this knowledge, I have worked to maintain balance and harmony in the world throughout history. It sounds like the work of a god. There are many in Highland who regard me as one. I have been carrying out this process for hundreds of years now, treating it as my sacred duty. When a land struggled with floods, I gave its people the knowledge to build floodgates and improve irrigation. In one age, a violent plague spread across the land, and I prompted the development of a cure. As for a recent example, do you see that blueprint spread out over there? What's it a blueprint of? Observe for yourself. Not long ago, I showed those blueprints to a certain engineer. The armies of the Roman Empire and the Principality of Altago have long been butting heads, as I'm sure you know. At one point, Altago seemed to be at a disadvantage, but now the two forces are an even match for one another. The reason for this sudden equalization, an exceptionally fast warship, the Altagenians happened to invent in the nick of time. And these are its blueprints? Indeed, very perceptive. That is precisely what these are. The countries have been at odds for so long it would create an imbalance were one to fall under the other's flag. If Ram were to annex Otago, the number of problems nations would increase. End quite so easily. Much like the relationships between people, resolutions can sometimes lead to problems all their own. Otago is a particularly complex region and is generally best left to its own devices, but exceptions must be made.
So he's the cause of Altago getting the ships that they had.
Are you unable to sleep?
Lisa.
I'm so happy you're alive, Adol. Do you remember my name?
Lisa.
My!
So, you do remember me. That makes me very happy. Would you like to talk for a while, Adol? I see, so your memories of me only just returned a moment ago. What a wonderful coincidence. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you remember about Lord Eldiel?
Only our first meeting.
Really? No. That's most impressive. If your memory has recovered that much, then perhaps you've already realized this, but Lord Eldiel personally chose you and summoned you to this land. He intended to impart upon you the knowledge of the tower. Unfortunately, you vanished before you could receive it, and I'm afraid I don't know what specific knowledge Lord Eldiel intended to impart.
I feel I should also disclose to you the truth regarding your memories, or at least some of them. The area surrounding the sanctuary is protected by a special kind of barrier. When outsiders leave, they forget everything that happened here. It's as if they never came.
Is that how I lost my memories?
Most likely, yes. I believe the barrier did what it was supposed to do when you left the area. I do apologize. The barrier is in place to prevent this town and Lord Eldeal from becoming discovered by the world. However, you should only have lost your memories of Highland and its environ, nothing more.
But I lost all my memories.
I'm sorry, I really have no idea what could have caused that to occur. I've also never heard of anyone regaining their memories of Highland upon returning either. Maybe some time before he can grant an audience with you, but I'm certain you'll be able to speak with Lord Eldeal again. However, it's late and you need your rest. I'll see you again tomorrow. I'm just so relieved to learn that you're alive. Oh, and Adol, if you should remember anything else about Lord Eldeal, I'm sorry, it's nothing.
I wonder what happened to this Lord Eldeal person.
Sorry, Adol. Can you explain that again from the beginning?
I doubt repeating the explanation will make its content any easier to understand, and I must confess it is most difficult to believe such a tale could possibly be true. So basically, this Eldeal guy is like some kind of god that gives people knowledge. We've seen some strange things on our journey so far, but this is pushing it. There's one point I would like to be clarified. You said that upon leaving this area, you forgot everything that happened here, correct? Surely that would mean forgetting the knowledge you were given as well, no? Yeah, that's a good point. So go on, Kalilika, or whatever your name is. What's up with that?
That's no way to ask someone a question.
Well, I'm older than you, so there.
You certainly wouldn't be able to tell from how you talk. You're like a spoiled child. The idea that you should respect your elders because of their age is so outdated. Respect is earned through maturity. And people like you don't become mature as they get older. They just turn into grumpy old farts.
But what?
I think Kalilika wins this one. But it's true that the people who receive knowledge forget it coming here. However, the knowledge imparted by Lord Eldeal remains within the mind, resurfacing one day as inspiration. Inspiration? What do you mean?
I believe she's stating that the knowledge a person is given resurfaces during his daily life, as if it were his own thought. Is that correct?
No. It's good to see the rest of you actually have measurable intelligence, unlike a certain someone here.
Pretty fancy system you've got going here. So if people remember the knowledge they've been given as if they thought of it themselves, does that mean that everyone who's ever invented something great has been here before? Naturally, not everyone, but that is true for certain people and certain inventions, yes. Damn, so they come here seeking Lord Eldeal's, help. He basically plants the seed of a great idea in their head. When they leave, they forget, but they eventually will remember what they talked about. Well, the invention portion. Oh, unbelievable.
So can we actually go outside now?
You may. Lisa has explained everything to the people of this town, so there should be no further problems. Okay, Adol, I don't know about you, but those are the words I've been dying to hear. Time to go snoop around town. Indubitably. Hopefully we can find some way to get a few more of your memories back. Listening to people talk might help this whole thing sink in a bit too. Something wrong?
No, nothing. You just sometimes don't seem like you're all there. Then it's like you'll say the perfect thing. Weird.
Really? I mean, I am a reputed information dealer and all that. I absorb everything around me and... Hey! Lilica, I would like to entrust you as their guide. Please show them everything this town has to offer.
Okay.
However, Adol, I must warn you of one thing. Do not under any circumstance leave the town through the north exit by yourself. The north exit in the direction of that enormous tower.
That tower is where Lord Eldeal lives. It's also where Adol met Lord Eldeal when he last came here. However, it's surrounded by an area called the Sanctuary of Storm. And if you enter there without permission, you'll be fried by lightning before you know it. So don't say we didn't warn you.
Okay, that seems like a pretty good incentive to keep our distance to me.
That's our cue, Adel. Let's check this place out.
Are you still not ready?
Give me a second here.
We should get going.
I can't wait to see what lies ahead.
I'm kinda hungry. already.